Hello students, this is Shahid sir. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is our environment. This is very simple chapter and you may learn about this, what is the environment, in your lower classes. So first of all we will discuss what is the meaning of environment, from where this environment word came. So the term environment is derived from a French word, that is environ, which means to encircle or surround. So encircle or environment or environ meaning the surrounding. So everything surrounding us is called the environment. So that is the definition of environment. Everything which surround us is collectively called as environment. So whatever is surrounding us, that all is collectively known as the environment. The environment can also be defined as the physical and biological surrounding of an organism where it lives. So another definition of environment, you can also define it like the environment as the physical and biological surrounding of an organism where organisms live. Now what do you mean by physical and biological surrounding? So physical surrounding means it includes abiotic factors. Physical factors means abiotic factors. So physical surrounding includes land, water, air, that is atmosphere, light and temperature. Whereas biological surrounding means biotic components. We are talking about the biotic components of the environment. So biotic surrounding includes microorganism, plants, animals and human being. And the biotic and abiotic constituents of an environment interact with each other and are independent. This independence among various constituents of environment maintain the balance in the nature. So all the living organism including human depends on the environment for all their needs like energy, air, water, food, clothing, transport, occupation and medicine. So all the living organisms, we can say, they are depends on their surrounding. Depends on things, their surrounding means it depends on the environment. Why we are depending on our surrounding? We depends on our surrounding because of our needs. We need energy, we need air, we need water, we need food, everything we are getting from our surrounding. So all the living organisms are depends on the environment. And because of the uncontrolled activities of human being are damaging the balance and health of our environment day by day. So day by day what we are doing? Day by day we are polluting our environment, we are damaging our environment because of our uncontrolled activities. Which uncontrolled activities? So suppose we are saying deforestation, we are cutting the trees. By cutting the trees we are damaging our environment. By dumping the waste on the land we are also damaging our land. So this way also we are damaging our environment. By industries, by vehicle which emits the air pollution also damage the environment. So because of our uncontrolled activities environment is damaging day by day. So day by day we are damaging the environment. And what will be the effect of that? So in future, if this continues, in future our next generation is not able to use the environment. So whatever we are getting from the environment, maybe next generation will not able to get this from the environment. So we need to protect our environment. So we know that increasing human population and technological advancement have damaged the balance and health of the environment, which is the basic cause of the environmental problem. So this way we are damaging the environment. So we need to protect the environment so that our next generation can use the environment or can use the components of the environment, like they can use the trees for different purposes, they can utilize the atmosphere, like they can get the fresh air. So we need to protect our environment. Now, how we are damaging the environment? We are damaging the environment by inserting the waste in the environment. We are inserting or we are dumping different waste in the environment. This way we are damaging the environment. So what do you mean by the waste? What is the definition of the waste? So waste is the useless, leftover or discarded material. So whatever the useless material, which is discarded material, it is called as the waste. So day by day we are dumping the waste in the environment, and this waste are classified into mainly two categories. Now there are different types of waste, but in this we will discuss about these two main types of waste: solid waste and liquid waste. So from the name you can easily understand that what is the meaning of solid waste and what is the meaning of liquid waste. It shows its state. The waste which is in the form of solid, which is in the solid form, is said to be the solid waste, and which is in the liquid form is said to be the liquid waste. Liquid waste is easy to handle, and solid waste is comparatively tough to handle. So liquid waste, if liquid waste is generated, there are different waste treatment plant. So we can discharge this liquid waste into the waste treatment plant, and this can easily be treated. But the main problem is the solid waste. Solid waste is not easy to treat because there are many types of solid waste. So in this we will discuss about main two types of solid waste, which are biodegradable and non-biodegradable solid waste. So first of all, biodegradable solid waste. So what do you mean by biodegradable? Biodegradable waste, the waste that can be degraded or broken down into simple and harmless substances by microbial action, is said to be the biodegradable waste. For example, sewage, vegetable, fruit peels, wood, paper. If you dump this waste on the land, what will happen to that waste? After some time, microbes will come and microbes will eat that waste and convert this into less harmful waste. So these are easily degradable with the help of microbes. So microorganism can degrade that waste. So this waste are said to be the biodegradable waste because microorganism, biological component, biological things, microorganism can degrade that waste. That's why it is said to be the biodegradable waste. And examples are sewage, vegetables, fruit peels, wood, paper, etc. Next is non-biodegradable waste. So opposite to the biodegradable waste, non-biodegradable waste are the wastes that cannot be degraded or broken down into simple and harmless substances by microbial action, is called the non-biodegradable waste. So here what comes, microorganism cannot degrade this type of waste. So when you dump this type of waste on the environment, on the land, whichever form it is there on the present, this form will be there at the last also. This will not be degraded and this will harm our environment, this will pollute the soil. And this waste includes glass, plastic, aluminum, heavy metals, pesticides. One of the pesticides is written here, that is DDT. You need to remember the full form of DDT. This can be asked in your board exam. What is the full form of DDT? So the full form of DDT is dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. That is the full form of DDT. So these are the types of solid waste, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So if we need to compare the solid waste, there are two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So biodegradable waste means they are biological in origin. Non-biodegradable waste are synthetic, commonly human made. So human made, non-biodegradable waste are commonly human made. Second thing is that resources, this can be, biodegradable waste can be converted into resources, and non-biodegradable waste, some of this can be recycled. Now methods of safe disposal of the waste, how to safely dispose this types of waste. So disposable of waste should be done in scientific way. There are different methods of waste disposal depending on the nature of the waste. Some of the important methods are recycling, composting, incineration, landfill and sewage treatment. So there are many methods available for disposal of the waste, disposal, or we can say the removal of the waste. These methods are namely recycling. You have to recycle the waste. If polythene bags are there, we can recycle that polythene bags and again we can use that. Then composting, incineration, landfill and sewage treatment. These are some of the methods for disposal of the waste. First of all, recycling. So recycling is the process of extracting resource from waste. So it is the process of reusing materials or product which would otherwise be thrown away. So that is the recycling. So glass bottles and jar may be used for storing edible in the kitchen. So these are some of the recycling methods. Suppose polythene bags are there, we can recycle it, we can reform it and another material can be formed from that and we can use it again. Next thing is that composting. So it is the biological degradation or breakdown of organic matter under aerobic condition, and composting of solid waste include preparing refuse and degrading organic matter by aerobic organism, and the refuse is placed in long piles on ground or deposited in mechanical system where it is degraded biologically. Next thing is incineration. So what is the incineration? The next method for the disposal of the waste is incineration. Incineration is the process of burning solid waste at very high temperature, more than 1000 degrees Celsius, to form the ash. So in this, what we are doing, we are just burning the waste. If we are having the solid waste, we are burning the solid waste. So what will happen? This waste will be removed from the environment. So this method is said to be the incineration. Next is landfilling or dumping. So if there is a large city, so in large city what happened, there one location is there, on that location they landfill the waste. So one land area is provided, on that land area they have to dump the solid waste. If you have seen in Ahmedabad, you can see in Ahmedabad there is a landfilling area. On that landfilling area they are dumping the waste. So it is a traditional method of dumping the garbage in low-lying areas normally situated away from the any residential area. Landfilling are often established in abandoned burrow pits. So by landfilling also we can remove our waste from the environment. But whenever we are dumping that waste, on that area will be damaged. So that is another method. Next is sewage treatment. So first of all, what do you mean by sewage? So the dirty drain water which contain urine, feces and other household waste discharged from house is called the sewage. So there are different sewage treatment plant. In that sewage treatment plant they are doing different methods. Biological methods are also included there, chemical methods are also included there. With the help of this biological, physical and chemical method, they are removing the waste from that sewage and make them less harmful, so that less harmful water, that is sewage, that is less harmful water, can be used in the farm. So that is the another method for the disposal of the waste. So in this session we have learned about what is environment and components of the environment, and when we add the waste, what will happen to the environment when we add the waste. So what happens when we add our waste to the environment? Whenever we add any waste to the environment, it may lead to some diseases, because what happen, it will pollute the environment. If pollution is there, pollution, any types of pollution, air pollution, water pollution or land pollution, it may lead to the different types of diseases. If you dump any solid waste, so if microbial activities happen there, so this microbes also damages. If virus will come there, this virus also damages. So these types of waste will damage the environment, and indirectly they will damage the human also, living organism also. So this biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste may lead to the diseases, different types of diseases. So we need to control that. We need to control our activities to protect our environment. If we protect our environment, we protect ourselves, because we are directly or indirectly depends on the environment. So we need to protect our environment. Thank you.